But that's the best thing about doing this, is that people tell you that the school is the best days of your life. And we've sort of had it twice, really. Yeah. We've had it twice, and it's absolutely better the second time around, because you get money for it.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, ITN. Hello.
Hi.
Dream.
You know, I hear the last night on Broadway was quite an emotional one.
Yeah. It was very sad for us, because we'd done the play I think we'd done like 480 shows, and last night was our final show. So yeah, it was very moving, because we've all made friends out of this show, and it's won everything. The awards, the time length, the friends, everything about it has been. For it to come to a close, was very moving and sad for us.
I think we'd kind of done the show enough, I think, but it was the thought of the memories of the people that you'd been with and what you'd sort of learnt together and what you'd gone through together over that period of 2.5 years that was the kind of emotional moment, wasn't it?
They're all very
had enough of saying your lines.
It doesn't happen. You go for one audition 2.5 years ago for 10 minutes, and you meet Alan and Nick, and 2.5 years later we've done it in London and won those awards, and then we've shot this film, and we're stood here talking to you, and we've been around the world, and we've all lived in New York for 6 months, and not only that, you've met kind of people who are going to be friends for the rest of our lives, and there's no doubt about that. So it was hugely emotional last night, because you couldn't really comprehend that it was done, that it was over, that we're not going to say those lines on stage again,
And the feeling that was in the room as well, because it was so well received in New York. No one knew how it was going to be received in New York. It's fairly predictable because of your following here and Sydney and places like that, but genuinely no one knew, and it was so well received over there. And just the reaction, let alone that it was our final show, just the reaction from the audience and the emotion that we was getting from them was just so moving.
What do you think people are seeing in this play? On the surface, it's a play about education, but there's a lot more going on, isn't there?
Well, Richard, you wrote it. Yeah.
What's it about?
We're just in it.
Well, I don't know. If I could tell you exactly what it was about, I wouldn't have written it. It's I don't know. It's in a way, it's quite sad at the finish, because none of them really end up where they hope to be, really. And although it's quite fun, I mean, like Tim saying, he ends up running a chain of dry cleaners and taking drugs at the weekend, and it gets a laugh, but it's a sad laugh, really, isn't it?
I remember you saying that to me, and I remember thinking that was quite all right.
Yeah.
A chain of dry cleaners.
I like that.
A chain of dry cleaners. I think that's all right. A chain, not just one, a whole chain. It's all right, isn't it?
People applaud that, and that just tells you about how much society.
No, I think they applaud the love of me. I think they're applauding. I don't think they're applauding the failure. They're applauding the love of me on the stage. That's what I hear in my head. When they clap me, that's what I hear in my head. Yeah.
I'm sure people ask you this all the time, but were your school days anywhere near as eventful as these guys?
Were they as eventful? No. Well, they were as exciting, but I wasn't.
Mine could have been further away from. School for me was a place where I used to go to see my mates, and and it was and play football. Yeah, these guys go there because they want to.
They want to learn.
It's made me realise how little I did learn or pay attention. I regret so much. I remember the first 2 weeks of rehearsals, Alan and Nick had to teach us everything that we didn't know, which was quite a lot of stuff. And at that point, I thought, why didn't I? People were there for free. I was just in a classroom, and people were willing to teach me stuff that I didn't know about. Why was I so disinterested?
It's odd.
Worried me that.
But that's the best thing about doing this, is that people tell you that the school is the best days of your life, and we've sort of had it twice. Really, we've had it twice, and it's absolutely better the second time around, because you get money for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ask you what it means that this is a role premiere and that the Royal Highness is coming time. Does that make it special, or is that something?
Well, it does, but that's not why you do it. You do it because I go to my table every morning and sit down, and that's what I do. And this is a bonus, but you don't sit down at the table thinking, I want to win awards, or I want to, walk the red carpet. Far from it. I just enjoy doing it. And
I'm looking forward to seeing
the
them
most
again.
enjoyable production I've ever had anything to do with, really.
Thanks ever so much. Cheers. Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you.